Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit fun. This is something people have asked us to do and we kind of never just took the idea to heart, but then it was like we were talking about the rules and we thought, yeah, this could be fun. Build our own PBG taboo list that we can try playing with in a campaign, and then other people, if you want to, you can also try playing with it. But these are just kind of like thoughts, and this was a bit more fun because we did previous videos where like cards we want to see tabooed, but this is like we get to just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like gonna be if we're gonna just like do all of these like one for one, like if you say it, it happens, or if there's gonna be like we'll like collect them all and then make an official one.
No moderation.
Oh man, no discussion, no moderation. Nobody's ever buying the Prophesy for again.
I have Dr. Milan on the screen. I don't think he's being tabooed by anyone here.
I think actually one resource is a little bit weak. I think you should probably like not exhaust because that taboo is like and like maybe
That's from a while ago.
maybe you should give you two.
Yeah, two resources.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah, with some of the other level 0 allies, they've printed like with the observed power level, like Jeremiah Kirby. I think Dr. Milan's fallen behind a little bit, and needs a bit of help.
So what I think we should start, which is I'll throw some stuff out here, and if there's any that are on any of your lists, we can bring them up. But the first one that I want to talk about is Resourceful. Nice and simple.
We have literally the same note.
Remove from game?
Literally RFG.
Yeah, just RFG. Look at that. All right. Yeah, so I just think that Resourceful should remove itself from the game.
Yeah. No, I also think that, yeah.
I think it also solves like a lot of
Pretty milquetoast opinion.
Yeah. I think
Starting with the dangerous ones, I see.
it resolves a lot of just like the issues that Recursion has with Resourceful, where if you get one copy of Resourceful, it's probably okay, but if you get multiple copies of it, then it becomes a little bit more problematic. All right, stamp it. That one's official.
Easy.
Next one on my list is Scavenging.
Oh, me too.
Nice. So Travis, what's yours? Because I started with Resourceful, even though they were the exact same thing. What do you think Scavenging should be?
I think it should probably just have two or three uses.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 2 on the level 0 version and like 3 on the upgrade one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like just to be able to use it forever is like a little bit good.
Yeah, mine was level 0 only. Because it stops you from like being able to abuse like Eon Chart, upgraded old keyring. Because I think level 0 old keyring, ringing that back over and over and over again is like, you know,
It's like it's pretty reasonable.
yeah.
Old keyring's on the list too, don't you worry.
Good. And I think that the recurring uses kind of exists with Professor William Webb in a way. So I think then I like the level 0 because then it also feels like still kind of just like survivory, right? I thought like level like 1, but I think level 0 is just like a good safe space for that to exist potentially.
So you think the level 2 one should exist, basically?
I mean, I think, yeah, the level 2 one can still be fast because it still, like, saves you an action to put it out there, right? Because then it's, like, dedicated to, like, you're bringing back your junk stuff and you're playing it fast, saving an action. If it saves you 3 or 4 actions, that's probably okay, you know? I mean, maybe the level 2 version could be level 1, right?
Yeah,
But-
no, like I think that having uses is a more appropriate taboo in my opinion, because a lot of the issues with scavenging are like the endless recursion of it, right? Which is, I mean, like a lot of the issues with Survivor are just like never running out of resources, which actually is like kind of an antithesis to the
Yeah, it is, yeah.
the class's like philosophy, right?
Bryn, because Travis and I each have one, we will let you, this is why there's 3 of us, you can be the deciding vote. All the power is in your hands.
Too much power, you say.
For no scavenging.
Scavenging, it is
Scavenging
forbidden.
is forbidden now. Only Yorick can play things from the discard pile.
At least he has to kill something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the level 0 being level 0 only is fine. But I also wouldn't like limited. The finite uses is also like pretty fair, I think. I would go with like being able to recur level 0 cards.
What if we kind of then, because this is we don't have to follow like some sort of like when the designers are actually making a taboo list because they're thinking like as the broad scheme. We're just thinking about us. What if we merge them? The level 0 is level 0. The level 2 has a limit for experienced cards.
Yeah.
Then there's a reason to get the level 2.
Yeah, like you can return a level 0 card from your hand, from your discard pile to your hand, and then if it has you can spend a use to return a leveled card.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Comes with like 5 charges or uses or whatever.
Are you
No,
insane?
yes, I am. Travis, I'm just like out of my gourd. That's what I do. No, but so like if
You might as well have any.
you get 5, and when you return a card,
Oh,
you
you
have
take
to
off
spend equal to its
This
level.
level? Yeah, okay. I can see
Right.
that. That's kind of
So then, if you are recurring level 0s, it's the same.
Yeah.
And if you want to recur,
Yeah.
you know,
I can see that.
All right.
it, like five
It's like
is
Shrine of
yeah.
Marai, but it's
Yeah,
different.
All right.
But
Stamp it.
different.
All right. Sweet. Travis, why don't you go off one off your list?
Okay, this is another pretty milquetoast opinion, but deny existence should say non-weakness.
You know what? I almost put that on my list, and I said, nah, we've said this enough. But yeah, that's easy. That's I'm for it. That's a stamp.
Yep.
This one actually, it's like I say this a lot because even though we're not following the rulings anymore that come out,
Yeah.
there was a big thing. The conversation was about how deny existence doesn't work with stuff, even though
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
I
like
saw
how
that.
it goes.
That's
And
bullshit.
it seems like there's a lot of work to just if they just errated it to say non-weakness, it would just solve all those issues. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
kinda fucking-
should
Yeah.
work with that.
Like the rest of those purple cards do.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna change how this entire like categorization or this category of effect works, like card by card, instead of just saying deny existence is not weakness.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bryn, do you have one off your head? We'll go to you for one. Bryn doesn't have a list. Travis and I have lists, but Bryn's list is all
so
over.
like I didn't make a list because I was pretty sure that you guys were gonna put like I don't play good cards.
We can just like
Like,
you
I
can
don't-
set
I
buffs
don't
for
do
bad
that.
I
cards.
actually have a lot of my
Yeah.
list is a lot of buffs.
I have buffs for like investigators, but
Oh.
like not really
No,
cards.
something that I would like to see is I would like the Prophesy Profana to be exceptional.
I don't have that one on here.
How do you spell prophesy? I did it.
Prophecy.
Exceptional.
I think like this card, the power level on this card is insane. Compared to cards out of other classes that have to be exceptional to get like this good.
The class has
Maybe exceptional and like 5 is a little bit much. Because like if we're weighing this against the red clock, like sure the red clock's real good, but so is this.
I mean, I think realistically, if you probably get these out on the this and the clock out on the first turn, you're probably going to win the scenario, right?
Yeah.
If you have Ivan out on the first turn, you're probably gonna win the scenario.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with that. We rarely play this.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is that's an easy stamp because we don't really play with this card.
Yeah.
So stamped. All right. Song of the Dead.
Of course.
Yeah. This one is actually.
Man.
This is actually one that we have suggested in the past, which I think is really.
You're right, this one is too good.
I think that this one you should only spend a charge if you reveal a skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I, this
Deal.
is something that we have actually suggested in the past, and I think it's great.
I think this one is actually too strong. It definitely needs to be worse. I think it needs to have less charges on it.
We could just chain it to 5 experience.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would work.
because there's 5 charges, it
Yeah,
just
one
balances
experience
out.
per charge.
That's how. Yeah, that's how.
I'm not
this
listening to the
works.
propaganda. Damn it, it's shift. It's shift. All right, Travis, what's one you up on your list?
Research notes.
Oh, that's the new one. That one's not going to have a picture. That's easy for me to get.
No image.
I guess we're going to. Fantasy Flight. You should just send the images to ArkhamDB again. It's just so nice. Look at it. It's big card.
Gross.
Big.
All right. Go for it, Travis.
Okay, so I think that this should be either limit 1 per player, because that is like one of the big issues with it, is when you have multiples of them and then the effect like isn't really parity anymore. You're just taking advantage of it. Or instead of testing book 0, you have to investigate.
Okay. So, I've actually. So when you get 2 in play, so after a player places 1 or more of your clues in your location, place that many resources on as evidence. And then for each one you succeed by, you may. Because if you have 2 in play, you're basically.
You're netting a clue every time you
Yes.
put one
Yeah.
down.
Sorry, what were your suggestions again? Limit 1 per play or investigate on the action?
Yeah, it's an investigation action instead of test book 0.
Honestly, this feels like an effect that should have been limit 1 in play from the get-go, so I'm cool with that.
Agreed. I think that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
No, it's how to abuse it, but I don't think it would be very fun to abuse, to be honest. I don't really want to see anyone try.
I like it. Cool. Stamp it. All right. Bryn, do you have one?
I would like Fence to be better.
Do you know how you'd like it to be better?
No, just better. Like...
Oh, tiny card.
It could be like... cost 1 less and gains fast. If it's already fast, you get to draw a card.
I think like I would just like it to cost 0 XP. To put in your deck. I don't think this card is worth having to pay anything to put into your deck.
But what if I don't want it in my deck?
Well, then don't put it in your
Making
deck.
it cost 0 doesn't make sense. I mean, it's kind of a field argument because you're the one who's ever going to play this, but like...
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just don't want it to suck as much as it does.
Yeah. So, what about it sucks to you?
Oh, okay.
So let's start.
Yeah. It cost me an action and three money to put into play. In order to get that 3 money back, I have to play 3 fast assets that I actually want to have in play.
What if Fence was
They
fast?
also have to be illicit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If Fence is fast...
Yeah, like, I mean, if Fence is fast, then, like, it takes away part of the issue of, like, the
I feel
extreme
like Fence
cost.
should be fast, you know?
might
Though, like,
take a
that
little bit of time.
might be
True.
vaguely problematic, because then if you're playing, like, a small guns build, you just never run out of bullets, because if you're ever out of bullets, you fast in your Fence, you fast in your next gun. Like, let's go.
I mean, if it's
know.
fast and still costs 3...
I think it should make the card always cost 1 less, and then if the card is fast, you draw a card.
So then if it's fast... So if the card's illicit, it's just costs 1 less. And if it's...
And it gains fast.
Yeah, and if it was already fast, you...
It costs 1 less, and you draw a card.
Okay. So card's always fast.
Card always fast, and always costs 1 less. And if it was fast, draw a card.
You replace it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's try that. Yeah. No, I think that's cool. All right. I'm going to have to watch this back and write all these down, or we'll just...
Yeah, that would make me, like, almost want to play this card.
Because, I mean, like, yeah, like, the card draw eventually then eats up, like, catches up on the action to put it out, you know, the money that went in, and
It
then
takes the
all
longest time to reach parity and actually gain advantage from it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
like by the time you hit parity with this card, you're usually like, cool, I'm done playing things, and I'm going to go do the game now.
Sweet. Stamp it. My next one is David Renfield. This is more a prediction for the future. I think we should just Mr. Rook him. 0 XP, action to use his ability. Because then I think he has a home that lives in Doom decks, putting the Doom on him. Especially now, like, you get, like, Amina Zidane, put him out, put a Doom on him, put another Doom on him, you got 2 back, you're up 2. I think, like, he has a home then in decks that are more for Doom, and I think this is actually going to happen to him down the road. It's going to exactly, like, happen with Mr. Rook. This is, like, me trying to call the future.
Yeah. I also wouldn't mind seeing, like, in a future cycle, like a level 3 David Renfield that just does this.
Yes. Yeah.
And like a level 4 Mr. Rook that just does what Mr. Rook says printed. I think that would not be a bad thing.
I won't get that because it would suck for new players, but like, why did I get this other card that's just cost me 4 experience?
Yeah.
Because you have to read all the rulings and shit.
This just a little card that says, this is the taboo. Well, what is the taboo list? Oh, here's the taboo list. Go here and read it.
Did I get one of those cards in the expansion?
And it's true.
Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't need to be like...
What if it's a giant card? Like a piece of paper. Like, paper is just a card, right? Card is just paper, but better paper. What if it's worse paper?
These would be in like in this theoretical world, they would be released in like next starter box, and you get the level 0 one, but like printed as taboo.
Like the 3rd edition, yeah.
Oh yeah, just give me like garbage decks that have no synergy but have all the taboo.
Just give me more copies of cards.
The green one just comes with double or nothing, and it says like you can't play this.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are we okay with this Renfield though?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Stamp it. All right, Travis, what do you got?
Old keyring 3, 2 uses. instead of, I don't know why it has 3 and also
Yeah,
like,
I think that's. I'm ready to just. I'm not even put it on the screen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
stamp that. Yeah.
it goes from like I can get 3 clues with this. I can get fucking 6 clues. Like, or you can get 2 clues with the level 0 version to 6. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, but it's really hard. You have to be at locations that have more than 1 clue.
That never happens.
It's
That
so
never
hard.
happens.
Right, bro, what you got?
I don't know what it's called, but that stupid event that does things for the number of evaded enemies at your location.
Oh, clean sneak.
I want that card to be level 3 so you can play it in decks that
Yeah,
might ever
stamp
want
it.
to play it.
Clean sneak. It's a
I know
Scarlet
that's
Keys
not
card.
how the taboos works.
Yeah.
Like they don't actually change this part of cards.
But that's
like,
okay. We're making our own. We have our own. This one is actually now a level 3 card. It's not
Yeah,
chained. It's
I
level
know.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Stamp it. Not even put it on the
'Cause,
screen because
like-
card gets big.
Yeah, as is this card is just like you can't play this.
I bought it once.
You did. Oh, it's a. I can't even. It's a.
I also bought it once because it came in the Scarlet Keys, and like I can't not have bought it.
No, I mean, I purchased it for experience putting in the deck.
Yeah.
Man. I didn't play it.
No.
I wanted to.
It is. It's so strange to me that you can't play
But
that in
I
Finn.
had it for
Yeah,
the,
yeah, right,
Like Rita.
Finn can't play this. Rita can't play this. The only person who ever might want
Kaimani?
to play it is like
Skids O'Toole.
nah, Skids is shit.
All right. This one's controversial. All right. This one's gonna change the future. I think this should have the spirit trait. It has no trait. It should have one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do it.
Because then you can build combat Calvin right. Who cares
Yeah.
about your horror? You just want fist. Also, just because it doesn't have a trait, I feel like it needs
I mean, I can see
something.
maybe playing it with the meat cleaver and keep yourself from exploding to that.
All right, that's
Yeah,
easy.
the issue with this one I think is mostly that like it has to be a monster enemy.
Mhm.
But yeah, like Spirit does give this one like a little bit of an edge.
I think they should.
You can find it with boxing gloves.
Yeah, they were just like, no one's gonna play this. Take a. They actually took the trait off. They're like,
Yeah.
get rid of that. We don't want people to look at this. We want people. The only thing we want people to say about this card is that why does it have a trait? So that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Travis, what's on yours?
Hit and run.
Oh, that's the new one. All right. That's
Yeah, rogue allies only.
Hell yeah. I think.
How you feel about that, Brand?
I think like this card is shit
Okay.
because rogue allies don't do things when they come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an alternative, another one I think could be is non-unique allies.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Yeah, sure.
Because then you can still play it with like the stupid Miskatonic army guys.
Mm-hmm.
That like do things when they enter.
It's not really on flavor. No, one of my research librarians showing up to do a hit and run.
No, you're hitting and running on the research library. And you're showing up and you're like, if you don't tell me what I need to know, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And he's like, it's in the book.
Yeah.
You don't have to threaten me. It's my job to tell you.
You hired me to come out here.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you yelling at me?
That could be non-unique instead, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah, I think that I like that. I like that.
Jeremiah
Can we
Kirby
free-
still has to.
Yeah,
be,
Jeremiah Kirby's also,
He
yeah.
still has to be 3 XP. That
No,
card is- that card
he's
is
not even
too
3 now. He's
strong.
2.
All right, Jeremiah Kirby, after 3 experience, Brendan and I passed the motion. No, I think Jeremiah Kirby should be free on our taboo list.
should be free,
and that should just be non-unique ally.
Yeah, free.
Yeah. All right, cool. Bryn, what do you got? You're like Jeremiah Kirby. I would like to propose changes to the previous taboo ruling. Oh, that would be funny.
I think I'm actually out of shit.
Okay.
I'm
Easy. Maybe I'll come up with something when we see.
Intrepid.
How you can make this one good, Justin?
Okay, so it's so small. They're like, don't look at me. All right. So, Intrepid, I
No one's
think.
probably ever downloaded this picture before.
No, I'm the first.
yeah.
So what I think it should just say is instead of the forced is at the end of the round discard Intrepid, it should be end of the round. Add a resource to Intrepid, and then if there are 2 resources, discard it. So you get like 2 full rounds with it. Because then I think it just makes it so that it's not great. It could be 3, right? I think it should just last for more than 1 turn. Is basically
What
what I
if it
think.
was if you didn't pass at least 2 tests this turn, discard it?
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's kind
I
of
feel like
fun.
it encourages you to like be a little bit reckless and like I want to do things.
You know what? I like that because that's like I think it changes like the card entirely, but we're making our own taboo list like for fun. Who cares? I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna stamp it.
I've never played this card before. So.
There you go. So if you have to pass at least if you don't pass at least 2 tests this round, discard this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this card would be cool if Skids ever had a chance of using it.
Yeah, the brain.
But he's like, pass a brain test.
Yeah. No, what you do is you play. This is used in Skids when you play the decoy, the evade lockpicks, and then you use this card to pass that test, and then you just hope to God you use it every turn to pass 2 tests.
I suppose if you're playing like the Sour Mash, you got a shot. Because he's for some reason got 2 brain.
Or Savant.
Yeah.
That gives promise power for you.
Yeah. Travis, what's on yours?
So, Justin, is this how you're getting around playing all these garbage cards for your, like...
No, I think I've actually played some of these.
Okay.
I think I've already played them.
You're just like, I'm going to buff them all for our taboo list and
No,
play them with their better cards and count that?
I have Intrepid in my, it was in a Lily Chen Butterfly Swords deck that I had it in.
But I think that Backpack 2 does not need to look at 12 cards. It should look at 9 instead.
Yeah, I think that's easy.
12 is
I think
too many.
Backpack 2 should search your deck.
It's 3 many.
Yeah.
They shouldn't search your deck. That's a yellow thing. Burn stuff step on yellow's toes.
Yellow
but then
has
if you play-
12 toes. I know there's a lot. Don't step on them.
Yeah.
Yellow's polydactyl? That's what the identity of that? I didn't know.
Yeah, a little bit extra of everything.
Eric and I, we finished Dunwich, and we were going through their deck, and I was saying, like, I was talking about my Mark deck, and I was like, you could find ways to search weapons. I was like, there's, Prepared for the Worst that searches 9 cards for a weapon. There's Backpack 2, which searches 12 cards for 3 items or supplies. And even Eric was like, that seems really good.
12 cards.
Yeah, I think 9 is still, like, you'll still hit, because you have to build your deck around it, right? So, I'll stamp it. Stamp it.
You just don't get to look through half your deck every time you play it for 3 cards.
Yeah. Alright, Guided by the Unseen. This one's nice and simple.
Yeah.
It exhausts.
How am I supposed to grief people in the multiplayer game?
Like, I feel like this one, it missed something when they were testing, which was playing with, like, 4 people who were always like, do you want to do this?
I mean, they also missed the limit once per test.
That is true, yeah. But I do think, it just exhausting solves... I think the card, like, is still good.
Yeah, it feels like a card they didn't actually play with.
Yeah. So I think it should just exhaust.
Yeah, sure.
And then it also stops, like, the research shenanigans that, like, while not super powerful, honestly just seems like an absolute annoyance to see someone do, every test. Find a research card, shuffle. Find a research card, shuffle, Because you actually don't even need to use the card to do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, like this. I think this card's kind of fun because you show up and you're like, I'm gonna punch the guy who's engaged with you, and they're like, hang on, I'm gonna do this, and you're like, cool, he's got 5 health, I'm gonna do it again, and they're like, hang on, I'll do this, and you're like, yeah, I'm not killing that. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it can kill you. All right.
I'm gonna go somewhere else where this doesn't happen to me.
Okay, Travis.
Lucky Cigarette Case 3 should be able to look at like a max of like 5 cards or something.
15
like
cards, yeah, I agree.
max of like 5 cards maybe.
Probably a max.
Or like
it should be
3
4
or something.
because there's a lot of things that like the Beretta cares about succeeding by 4. 4 just seems like the number for like the top tier of Rogue succeed by. I think so. Like this card is bonkers.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It really is.
Actually, I don't know, have you even played it, Brent, or is it too good?
I think it's too good.
I played it in that Trish deck, but everything in Trish is too good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's nice. Stamp it. Okay. So this one I kind of had like a half thought on, but like my thought for Ariadne's Twine is that my thing that I had was that you can only move resources to Ariadne's Twine. I don't like that.
You can move them, get them as money, I guess.
No, it's sorry. Like, I just like. I just don't like that the loop where you can like fill things up. Like I feel like it should like just be like. like with like charges and all that, like moving secrets around. I just think like even like this card, like even just like in my mind, another alternative was you can't add resources. It just came with like 4 resources, you get like 4 secrets, because then it's like an additional secret battery, as opposed to like the never-ending refill your Eon chart, do all this other stuff. I just have like, it just seems like it creates a play pattern that we've never done, and like we probably wouldn't do. But
I played this once with the Necronomicon with my family.
yeah,
Who won that campaign?
yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Ariane's Twine just seems like a card that is potentially limiting future design space as well. What the fuck?
You tried to like climb inside your little.
Get out of there. Yeah, you were like, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, like this card, I thought about putting on my list, and then I was like, I don't know how to fix this.
Yeah.
Like, this card shouldn't exist, and then I stopped thinking about it
Sure.
and thought about fixable things.
Yeah, because I couldn't come up with a solution myself. Maybe this is just like a warning. We'll put a flag on it for the next PBG taboo list. We'll watch it. It'll be on our
Keep
watch
it
list.
on the watch list, yeah. I like it.
Cool. All right. Travis, you have any more?
Oh, for sure. Necronomicon,
Hey, oh, that one.
the one you can pick to put in your deck.
Yeah, that one doesn't have a picture online.
That one it's pretty easy. It should exhaust for its abilities.
I think that's fair. So yeah, that's the one where you...
Or at least for like the +2 skill value ones.
You can choose to put this one in your deck too
Kinda, yeah.
by playing Daisy
A
Walker.
little bit, yeah.
True. Yeah, so the whole spend a secret to do various things depending on the number of secrets. I think exhausting is just... I think it should just be across the whole board.
Like 5 experience and then exhaust for the things.
Yeah.
Instead of the 8 experience and still broken.
Yeah, because then you get like 1 effect a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right, I got my last one, and it's pretty simple. It's just quick draw holster. I think should just be 2 less XP.
Man, I just stopped thinking about this card
Sure.
altogether.
I just think that
Card
like,
shit, I'm not gonna play it. You can do whatever you want to it, I guess.
because I just like think like for a card that like you're kind of just building around, like, because what does this card
4
actually do?
is a lot.
Yeah, it gives you an additional action a turn, which is good, right? Like that is good. But and then it also gives you like an extra hand slot, which is also good. But then like you look at like you can kind of do the same with other things for just like cheaper, and they're like easier to find, and I just
Yeah, I think this card, just like -2 on either part is a good fix here. Like either it's level 4 and it costs 2 to play, or it's level 2.
yeah, let's do it, because level 2 I think because you can
It's
get in
like
your
the
deck.
cleaner one because when you're actually playing with it, it still does more of what it says.
Yeah. All right, Travis, it's just you from here on out.
Wow. Research Librarian should only look at the top 10 cards of your deck instead of all of it.
Well, he's not very good at his job, then, is he?
He's still better than everyone else who looks for things.
Can we make it 9 just because that is like what we also did with Backpack?
Yeah, sure.
There we go. Stamp it.
I
Yeah, it
picked
is.
10 because I was like, a third of your deck seems about right. Cyclopean Hammer.
This card's not even good.
Yeah, no, Travis agrees. Travis wants to bring it down to 2 XP, right, Travis?
Yes. No, so like ignoring the previous taboo, I think that the movement should just be mandatory if you succeed by
okay.
3 or more. Hell, the movement should be mandatory all the time.
Yeah, it just always moves an enemy.
Yeah. if
Just
it's not
knocks
lead,
the
of
enemy
course.
away.
Can you imagine if you could move elite enemies with it, though? Just show up like, I'm going to destroy this scenario, and by destroy, I mean render unplayable.
Yep.
I love it because it gives a like that headcanon where you're just like, you don't know the power of the hammer and you just swing it, you just hit the dude away, and you're like, oh shit, he's gonna come back and hit me.
You're dumb, you like hang out in the village and you hit some whippoorwill, like the whippoorwill will just die. Some guy, you like knock him to the next house over, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, let's go. You chase him down and hit him again.
Yeah.
I think that's fun. I think it also makes the weapon like kind of
It's like
enjoyable
it does
too.
something
Yeah.
instead of just kill.
Cool. All right, stamp it. Chunk.
Yeah. Arcane Research. I'll see you in hell. Ban it.
Forbidden.
Yeah, forbid it.
All right.
I've never played with this card, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll do it. PBG. It's forbidden. See you later. No more.
Sharon's Obol.
The same thing.
Yeah. Wait, do you want me to just tell you the list of them?
Yeah, sure, Sharon Zobel.
Yeah, I think so. Research, Sharon Zobel, In the Thick of It should all be gone. Delve Too Deep and Down the Rabbit Hole, I'm not certain of, though.
I think Delve Too Deep is like pretty fair for what it does, because you have to spend an action to play it and then solve the round of...
Like, kind of.
No,
Yeah.
it's not kind of, like you do.
Yeah, the only...
But you can mitigate it a lot by, like,
Sure,
waiting to the end of the
sure,
series.
you can, but also if you wait that long, you have to be sure that the scenario won't make you discard it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's I think that one's fine. Are we gonna get rid of Kicking the Hornet's Nest? Because that one is actually bad.
Oh, yeah, man.
Or not Kicking the Hornet's Nest.
Like God
Like
Sort
God
of
Sort of Out, yeah.
No, I
It's
was
like
gonna let that. I thought that
actively
one
bad.
could stay.
Yeah.
I think this one, like Let God Sort Them Out, should either give you 2, or it should.
And this was the other one that we're going to forbid from the list, right in the thick of it. That was the last one.
Nah, but I need that one every time to make my stupid decks work.
I know it makes filling my last 3 slots a lot easier, but also, like, why don't you just play another deck?
It is one of the things where, like...
Because trauma is a
Come full
real
circle.
penalty.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
I have 5s.
I heal damage.
Yeah, actually now, because this is spoilers for, like, videos that are come out, like, probably actually a month from now.
They won't remember.
Yeah, but, like, we just now do this on, like, turn 1.
Oh, yeah,
And then, like, everyone's fine.
Yeah, I get the flower.
So, yeah, I actually do like Down the Rabbit Hole. But I agree, there's, like, it's, like, a little bit...
Like, I kind of wanted to leave Down the Rabbit Hole just so, like, Mystics have an option if they want to, like, be really hard into the upgrading their spells. But also, like, there is a downside to it.
Yeah.
I think Down the Rabbit Hole is fine because it does apply a cost, right?
Yeah.
Like the cost on this one is much more real than
Arcane Research.
like, oh no, I have 8 sanity instead of 9.
And I also, I do like what Down the Rabbit Hole does, where it allows, like, weirdo decks to exist, you know?
If we're gonna get rid of In the Thick of It, I would like to propose a change to Versatile, where you can take on a trauma of each, or 2 trauma, to add it to your deck at deck construction.
Oh, to do Versatile, add it your deck as deck construction?
Why do we need that?
To do the whole In the Thick of It, Versatile, Down the Rabbit Hole deck building combo.
No, I think like
I guess.
if I think the only thing that Versatile can do that's actually any kind of interesting is take like one of the permanents that you can only purchase at deck construction that you don't normally have access to.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
And beyond that, it is just a bad card.
We can do that.
So, like, it's kind of like a Versatile and In the Thick of It merged together to make, like, a half baby.
Yeah, if I'm being perfectly honest, In the Thick of It, I only ever buy to take Versatile, pretty much.
Yeah,
or if I need to in a standalone deck to not have an extra weakness.
What I try to do with In the Thick of It is I like to find a reason to include it, because otherwise it's just like you just put it in.
Yeah.
Because, like, in this, like, if I'm playing a Vincent Lee, if a Vincent Lee's on my team, I'm going to take In the Thick of It, because, like, there's, turn 1 synergy there. If I'm playing Down the Rabbit Hole and I want to play, like, the Edge of the Earth spells, there's a reason to take it there. But it is just kind of like the thing where it's just, like, always, you have to find a reason not to take it.
Yeah.
And my reason is to just, like, find reasons for it.
Police yourself, kind
Yeah.
of. Okay. Unrelenting. Yeah, we're on page 2 now, don't worry. This one's not full.
We're on page 2 of 6.
This one should only draw the cards on success.
I actually was also thinking about this one. I think that it should just after the skill test has like finished, draw the cards, because then that solves the Silas thing.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think the loop of Silas using this to lock out bad tokens and then pulling it back, I think is still fine.
Well, I did consider that, but I thought the success might be better because it like provides an actual downside to pulling out the +1/0 blessing and stars, and it also like helps keep Amanda a little bit in check, where she doesn't just get to ram it into 3 tests and be like, I drew 6 cards.
Yeah.
She's bad.
Yeah.
So
I don't understand.
like how often you can main this to like not a fight test in Silas anyway.
Actually, quite often. It's great, like, being able to seal the negatives, right? Like, it's... I've been actually using that more, because, like, there's other card draw that you can find now.
I guess.
But, I mean, I'm cool with it, because, like, it really only plays it in Silas and Amanda at this point, and, like, it's still can draw. I mean, like, I think still, like, the drawing cards on success, I think is still fine, even if it's after the test results.
Spoilers, I'm gonna play this in a min deck at the future nebulous.
Oh, I've also played this in min, yeah.
We could like make it so if you don't seal the good ones, you can draw one card on success.
Mm-hmm.
So like it doesn't feel that bad to seal the bad ones. To like actually try and pass tests that you're kind of shitty at.
Yeah. So just like.
So you search the bag for 3 non-technical tokens, and then if this test is successful, you draw a card, and if all 3 tokens sealed were +1, 0, blessed, or stars, draw an additional card.
Yeah, because then Silas still has that loop that's unique to him where he can use it to block bad tokens and still pull it back.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get to do the excessive card draw that comes with it.
Yeah.
And it also
you can't just use
neutralizes...
to have cards in your hand all the
You're
time.
telling me that with like this in his deck, Silas is actually just Jim Culver too?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
You're like, no skulls.
No skulls.
Yeah.
Well, skulls are usually okay. Sometimes. Not in Shades of Suffering. Yeah, I'm down for that. Stamp that. I like that.
Neither runner, so I should remove itself from the game.
RFG, yeah, that's fair.
We've talked about that one before. And that's a little bit better than like
Doing
only having one copy, because then that having one copy kind of increases the variance in your deck. This like lets you still lean on this a little bit, but then you can't just loop them forever.
Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah, I'm
I'm
cool
not too
with
worried
that.
about it.
Yeah.
Stamp it, baby. Chunk.
I'm not gonna play Stella, so
Yeah, actually, when we do our campaign where we play the taboo list, we just don't play with any of these cards anyway.
yeah.
Drawing thin.
Back to 0?
Back
Hell yeah.
to 0. Back to 0.
Alright.
Limit 1 per person.
Yep.
And you only get the benefit if you fail the test.
All right.
So only if you fail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the limit 1 does, solve it a bit, because having 2 of them is really good.
I mean, I guess we could just like you can make it like you don't have to worry about the failing. Just have it be 1. We could try it at just 1.
Yeah.
And then
See how it
you gain
goes.
2 resources, draw a card. Yeah. You can still kind of abuse it with the track shoes, but I guess the failing part doesn't help that.
Yeah, track shoes are just goated though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I was workshopping in my head other ideas, but it completely changes the card to like a whole new card. So
Yeah.
I think that's a nice thing for us to test out and try, have some fun with.
Yeah. And I have 5 more, and they're all investigators.
Okay, sweet.
Ooh, is one of them Skids?
Yes.
Sick.
Skids
Yeah, we'll do him
O'Toole,
first.
baby.
So I think that Skids, you should be able to pay 1 resource for an extra action, or 3 resources for 2 extra actions.
I like it. Another one that I actually saw someone suggest, which is that you could do it twice a turn. So
Yeah.
you can do like a super turn with him.
Yeah.
No, that's something I like. It's
Yeah, I heard about that. This is like similar to that, but
yeah, it is.
better.
It is, yeah, it is similar.
Yeah.
You know, let's give Skids a day in the sun. Let's do the one that's better.
If he's broken, he's broken.
Yeah,
And
and
what
then,
we just like
And
stop
then we
playing
like
with it like
fix
that.
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like we're also not doing this taboo list like all the time. We're gonna it's gonna be like
Oh.
specific.
I'm doing it whenever convenient for me, and if inconvenient, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Brendan's got it right, man.
Perhaps in the same deck.
yeah. Just so then we don't have to like it's like we're gonna advertise it. It's just easier
During
for them.
deck building, I was using this so my in the thick of it's cost me 0. However, I'm not playing the game with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no trauma.
So yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where we can just we'll know when it's happening and we can just have fun with it.
We can. Jim can be next.
Wow, Jim Sculver.
Yeah, you ready for this one, Joseph?
Yeah, go for it.
When he reveals a skull during a test, he seals on himself to the end of the round.
Huh. Makes it so that it makes it easier for everyone else. So Jim goes first, grabs all of the skulls.
And then no one else has to contend with them.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to try. There's a reason to actually fish out skulls now, right? And then you can kind of just like seal. It could be a fun like seal archetype where he is also a seal.
You can also seal the other sides of this.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be fun to try.
Yeah.
It lets him play the seal archetype a bit better. It makes the cards that like let you look for multiple tokens
Yeah.
like valuable.
Yeah. What if he only has to put one back at the end of the turn?
That seems like really good.
Yeah, but like under the same idea as Skids, like what if we make him too good?
Well, if you know it's too good, then like...
Well, I mean, like maybe it's too good. I don't know it.
I mean, we can try
This
that.
is a hypothesis. I have no evidence.
Yeah.
We can try that.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, let's all do it. So yeah, you just return. I mean, that's the thing, right?
Or yeah, like, I mean, like
We-
the other way is fine too. Like that would be better than this.
No, it's to seal, you seal them when he draws them, and then you put one back at the end of the round. We'll try it.
Let's try it. I'm for it. It's more fun.
Okay, I think that Ursula should be able to do an investigate or an evade action.
Yeah, it's fun. I think
I
that's.
think Ursula should be able to play level 5 relics because that's where the cool ones are.
You already get all the good ones in yellow. Like the
Except the yellow
Prophesy.
ones that are, or yeah, you can't play the yellow ones.
What level 5 relic? You just want to play the red clock in here.
No,
That's it. That's the only one I
No.
can think of.
I actually want to play the armor of Ardennis in her.
No, you don't.
You're lying to me. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
you
fair.
got me.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Gives you like a reason to kind of play her. I think she does something a little bit different than most people, and then like.
Can I have the option to take Jake Williams out of my deck?
No. Oh, no.
No, you're with Jake. You're with
Okay.
Jake until the end of time. Yeah.
It's like being stuck in the shittiest marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Tony, they're next to a nurse. I think Tony should only have the extra action to engage.
To not fight. I mean, yeah, I think that's.
No, I think it's fine. We'll just limit it to once per round and.
Honestly, I think that's so. I think what that would actually do is I think it would make it so that you use your bounties more for economy, which is probably not a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I could live with it.
Like I was struggling to find a way to make him like worse.
Oh,
than
just
killing him.
like just change his numbers so then he's like a fucking 12-2 or whatever.
I mean, like yeah,
Die.
I didn't. Well, I didn't want
Just
to
show
like.
up and die.
The obvious solution is like he has like one less punch.
Yeah, but like
But I
changing
didn't wanna-
stats is yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Only to evade. Yeah.
Engage.
Sorry, to engage. No, only to evade.
No, only
Oh,
to evade.
man,
Yeah,
just
just point.
really putting him in the trash. Huh?
Yeah, I think only to engage. Yeah, that seems like a because I do think it would make a different version of Tony where his bounties are you like because how often
It's
are you
just,
putting like
isn't the
multiple
super
bounties on?
economy machine or action economy machine? Where like I can just like the elite enemy shows up. You're like I just get to fight 4 times this turn.
Basic
Like,
punch.
yeah.
4 times.
Yeah, because even if like you're putting like 2 health on a 2 bounties on a 2 health enemy, that's now you kill it and you're basically just getting 2 money back, right? Cool. Is there one more?
Yeah, it's Amanda.
She's not even good.
I think that this one was also really tough to come up with something to like properly nerf her without
Yeah, she
destroying
should
her
probably
identity.
have 3s.
I mean, that would kind of make her worse if history is any example. But, I think she should be able to commit the card twice.
I don't see
Encourages
why
a little
I don't
more
see
of
why
like
she
a
needs to be worse, but
little
that's okay.
more on the go playstyle. Prevents you from setting up like really big, getting like disgusting amounts of value at your deduction or whatever.
Yeah, I mean even like when she gets like nuts,
She
like
can still
even
be
like
really
with
good,
like
but-
perception 2, right? Like doing 3 perception 2s is just like disgusting with her.
Yeah,
So-
I think it takes away from like sort of the bursty play style of her. It makes it more consistent and flowy.
And I mean, it also in turn makes like you'll still get good value because now you won't feel like you need to investigate all 3 actions. Like moving is okay. You can move and then double investigate. I don't think it'll actually change it that much, but it will stop the turns where she does it 3 times.
Yeah.
I dig it.
It could also be like the first time you would discard it, you don't. To prevent you from like putting a promise of power under her and having it twice for your turn, then once for the Mythos phase as well. But I'm not sure how.
Honestly,
important that is.
she can be weak in the Mythos phase. If she loses a card in the Mythos phase,
Sure.
Suck it, Amanda.
Well, she can still command once and then like have it for Mythos phase if she wants.
yes, exactly. Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. First time you would discard, you don't. Okay,
All right.
that's all mine.
She's like actually terrible. So.
I'm done.
All right. So that's it. We have made the list. I will hopefully remember to watch this back and type it all out, but I already feel that someone might already be typing out in the comments. So if you did, I'm going to just thank you now. If you didn't, I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to shout. I'll do it myself. That's okay.
You did not
Why
kill
wouldn't
you.
Why don't you just like build a slide to put at the end to put them on?
Sorry, what?
Build a slide at the end to put them on.
Because that requires editing a video, and I very rarely edit videos. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, only when like he needs to change something that you said.
No.
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 That never happens.
All right. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. And as I said, we'll be doing some campaigns where we play this and you know, see how they go and play Skids. I'll play Jim and Travis.
Can play Amanda.
I'll play Ursula.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, wouldn't that be wild? Wow. Look at that.
What a country.
Let's go. You have to play Quick Draw Holster Skids with Intrepid, by the way. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and as always, GG's.